Uno.
Ni.
Trois.
Alba.
Playing games with strangers, you know there's no danger. So come on in, we're all friends. Playing games with strangers. Play, I'm 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 playing games with strangers.
All right. The next morning, Wilder, you wake up and you have a wicked headache. They went into the evening celebrating your apparent return as Felix Tinsdale. I gotta say it right. What are you doing?
Where do I wake up exactly?
You wake up huddled in a corner of this room that you were in. Like, it was one of those you wake up where you dropped situations.
I'm gonna look around. Is there anyone else in this room?
Oh yeah, it looks like a flop house.
Okay. Is George still in this room?
He is not.
And the guy that I met first, I don't remember his name.
Make a history check to see if you can remember what he looks like if you don't remember his name.
That's an 8.
Your memory's pretty fuzzy after the welcome home celebration.
Okay. I'm gonna get my bearings, and I'm gonna walk out of this room looking for anybody. I guess maybe, are they all asleep? Am I the only one awake? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna be.
It seems like you have more of a constitution prepared for that level of imbibement.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get up, gonna see that people are passed out on the floor, and I'm gonna walk out of the room.
All right, you walk out of the room. You kind of have to shield your eyes because it's a bright, sunshiny day outside. You're feeling it. But yeah, there's a bustling town around you that is beginning to wake up. Good morning to you. To you.
I am going to search out the closest place to pick up a bite to eat.
All right. You head on down the street, and there's just a small diner that's serving breakfast foods. It's called Lenny's.
I guess maybe I should check. I have everything I had on me before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool. I walk up to. Is it? I guess I would go inside because you said it's a diner, and I just pull up a seat at the counter. And is there a menu?
Yeah, it's on a laminated piece of paper.
Okay. Once I get the attention of the cook or server or whatever,
mm-hmm.
Could I get the largest mug of black coffee and maybe some bacon and eggs? That would be wonderful.
The orcish waitress who was working behind the counter turns around. She goes, "Ah! Well then, Felix, you're back in town, I see. Well then, yeah, it's on the house." And he stacks she stacks a big mug of black coffee in front of you and a plate of bacon and eggs.
Thank you. I'm more than happy to pay, though.
Oh, no bother. We're happy to see you again, and you've been a stranger around here. We want to make sure that one of our favorite patrons keeps coming back.
Thank you very much. Last night was kind of an intense night, having come back into town and all. Has anyone been looking for me by chance?
No? Are you expecting someone?
No, I'm feeling a little forgetful, so I'm trying to get my bearings and all. So just making sure that, I kind of got caught up on some things last night before the partying began, but I just wanted to make sure. Do I have any best friends in town?
You're part of the guild. You guys are all best friends in a sense, I suppose.
Right. I guess maybe, do I have a specific right-hand man or woman?
Did you mean other than your daughter?
Daughter.
Pardon?
It seems I
Wilder's a daddy!
It seems I may have hit my head a lot harder than I thought. You said daughter, correct?
Yeah.
By chance, where could I find my daughter?
Well, I don't know. You took her with you to Faerun when you left, and
Interesting. I think I will skip the food. Can I just take this mug with me? I'll bring it back, or have someone else bring it back.
Keep it. We get tons of them.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you for the information. It looks like I have a very, very long day ahead of myself. And Wilder's gonna slip off the stool and head back out of the diner.
All right. Stumblefoot, right about this time, you are waking up.
Okay. Then I will use sending to send Wilder a message.
All right.
I'm going to say,
Wilder, where are you? Are you safe? We need to meet up. We're trying to reassemble the group.
Out of nowhere, you just get this voice in your head that says exactly that.
What in the nine hells was that? Can I respond to this message?
Did you say that out loud? Are you saying that out loud in response to that?
Yes.
All right.
I said, what in the nine hells?
And no, the can I respond to this message is...
Oh, no. I was asking you. I always
Oh.
forget how this works.
You can. Yeah, he got what in the nine hells was that, so...
So you would take that as my response?
Yeah, and anything else you added to it before...
Okay. Nope, you know what? I'm just gonna let that be that. That's the response.
All right.
well, that was weird. Okay. So he replied, he just said, what in the nine hills was that? That's all I got back.
When the nine hells is that response?
That's what I'm wondering. I guess I can try again. I don't want to spend too many of these if I'm going to go tangling with our friends at the castle.
Just one more time. Do one more, but
I'll try one more time.
maybe he's drunk or
count.
something. Be clear.
Well, let me count me words. I only get 25. It's Stumblefoot. Where are you? Are you safe?
Use big ones.
You can reply to this method. Okay, that's enough. Okay, here we go again. Wilder, it's Stumblefoot. Your friend, are you safe? Where are you? You can reply to this message.
Who is Wilder? Who is Stumblefoot? Where are you? Where is my daughter?
That's it.
Well, he wants to know who he is, who I am, where I am, and where his daughter is? Apparently Wilder's a dad.
Hang up.
Hang up.
Just hang up. Just hang up.
Okay. Well, this is a big problem.
Oh, this is a big problem.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of big problems. But we've got a friend who does not
As
know
a good
who he
friend
is.
of mine would say, I'd say this is a we problem.
I'm that friend.
Can my deteriorated mind hear them discussing this loudly?
I'm sure.
Barely.
5 more minutes. Just five more. Why are we yelling so early?
Trying to find our friend.
Oh. Pough or Aelin?
It's a
Or
long
Wilder?
distance call.
We're trying to find Wilder, but apparently he doesn't know who he is. Or who I am.
Oh.
And he wants to know where his daughter's at. Which, that's news to
Oh.
us that he is that at all.
Is it Lolth's
So-
daughter?
Now, would not be a thing.
Did he?
Spider
The sudden
Girl.
reality of that question just dawns on you, Stumblefoot, about that could possibly be what he was talking about.
Believe me, it dawned on me too.
Wouldn't that be a thing? That's terrifying.
Yes, I would agree with that statement.
It seems that a friend is in duress.
Do we want to?
Questions, Stumblefoot.
Aye.
Is there any? I don't know how your brain talky thingy works, but is that enough information that you could send a message to his daughter?
No. I have to either know the person or have a very good description of the person in order to send them a message.
Perhaps once we find him, we can get that description.
Right. Well, I think that's problem number 2 for today. Problem number 1 is getting Orbog re-outfitted.
Yes.
So I guess...
Well, during the night, while they were sleeping, I shaved my head.
Okay.
That is. Oh, Your Highness. I just noticed you have a new look.
He's just become more aerodynamic.
It's true. That is a good look on you, Your Highness.
I don't believe you anymore. You'll just say anything is good on me.
Well, that's not true. I could think of a few things that I would not agree with.
Right. Well, I'll be back.
By yourself? You're going by yourself?
Well,
He's
I'm
gonna
going-
sneak into the tunnels and get my
Hey.
stuff.
I'm going to sneak into the castle, get Orbog his things, and hurry back.
Emrine,
Mm-hmm.
can I ask you? Okay,
You should stay here
No, don't
and
be-
protect Orbog.
Well, yes, but I was going to say that perhaps Tombolg, who was so good at getting in and out, should go with you.
But Dombolg is home.
Indeed, he is. Perhaps he should not be.
but yeah, are they gonna expect you to be at the castle? Shouldn't you keep up appearances or something?
After I just pulled you out of a fight with our new king and queen.
I didn't know if they actually saw you. You were so fast, man. It was amazing.
You are quite fast.
I'm going to go now.
Okay,
I give the mom look at
You can
Tombolg. You go with him. Keep him safe.
Emrine, okay, serious
yes, Your
question.
Majesty.
Leave the goblin
Yes, that
alone.
wasn't a question. That was a command, Your Majesty.
The question's coming. Wait for it.
I am, with bated breath.
So, okay. Now, how many people, I'm not wearing the robes I was wearing yesterday. How many people in Towerfall do you think had seen me like this? Because when I left as a paladin. When I came back,
Yes.
I've been more barbarian-y. And I have all these really cool tattoos. I don't know if you saw them. But I'm thinking that I can just get away looking like this and with my shiny head. And that'll be enough. But if you think too many people saw me, then I probably should cover
you
up.
see, it's not that I think too many people saw you in the quantity, because we didn't necessarily make the best rounds of Sotao.
Right.
It is more my concern that
Yes.
certain people did see you and would perhaps not be dissuaded by the shaved head, namely the people that might want you dead.
So you're saying I have to shave off the tattoos too?
Well, no. I don't think that's... I wouldn't suggest that. I don't think that would help. I think it's perhaps just best if we keep a very low profile. And maybe find a very safe place to regroup and figure out what to do.
Okay, sounds good. I guess we'll just wait for Stumblefoot to get back. I did want to ask, is your chair and everything in working order? Was it damaged when...
I'll probably check it over in a minute, but I don't know.
Okay,
Tompoll pokes his head out the tunnel and goes, "Would you like me to look at it?"
I think I'm good.
Yes, look at it. Do something to help her. She's kind of grumpy.
Well, I do very much appreciate what you did for me, Tompoll, but I think I will manage this on my own and just take a few minutes. And I'm going to go outside.
All right.
Just to sit.
Wilder,
Yeah.
what after your strange encounter with the voice in your head, what are you doing after you left Lenny's?
I'm going to go straight back to the clubhouse, and I'm going to go find George.
Okay. By the time you get back to the clubhouse, George is there, and he's handing out basically missions for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells you to go post up at outside of Castle Manglar to see if Orbog is trying to get back to the castle. That would be the first place that he could think of that he might end up being.
Okay. I would assume he would give me a map, considering I remember nothing.
Yeah, he's aware of your
Condition.
situation.
Okay.
So he hands you a map.
As he hands me the map and kind of gives me the rundown, I just kind of stop him. So, real quick, as everything's coming back to me, I went over to Lenny's. They mentioned I have a daughter.
Yeah, where did you put her anyway?
So that's a problem because I don't know. They said that I took her with me.
Well, I mean, yeah, you couldn't just leave her when you're going across the great ocean.
Right. What was her name?
I hate you so much, Dave.
You're the one that sprung it on me, Papa.
Pulling up Don John.
Her name was Kevin.
All of those suck. Human female names.
Her name was Aelin.
How do you spell it, John?
Ellell.
Okay. LL. I wouldn't happen to carry around a picture of her by chance that you would know.
I don't know what you carry. We kind of stay out of each other's pockets, if you know my meaning.
Okay. I guess that's fine enough. Thank you, George. I'll head that way then.
All right, so you start heading towards the castle. And by the time you get there and you post up, and it's right about this time, Stumblefoot, that you hear you're coming up on the castle, and you see posted just outside the front gates. You see Wilder.
You're muted.
Okay. Is Wilder, like, is he... where is he in relation to the gates?
He's standing on the opposite side of, like, what would be considered the drawbridge in front of it.
Okay.
Like, he's just kind of standing around. He doesn't really look like he knows what's going on, but he's standing there like he has a purpose to it.
I will approach him and say, Wilder.
Are you talking to me?
Hey, it's me, Stumblefoot.
Oh, the little man that was that sent me a message earlier.
Hey, you've done it before. Where have you been?
Do we know each other?
Everyone's looking for you.
Everyone. Who?
Well, all of us.
That's not helpful at all. Dwarves? A group of dwarves?
Wilder, what's going on, lad?
Why do you
Are you okay?
Why do you keep calling me Wilder?
Well, because that's Wilder Filch. That's your name. I think you have another name you go by. I think
Felix Tinsdale?
No, not Felix.
Wait, Dunwood Dale?
Hey, yeah, I think that's the one that you told us about.
I don't remember you.
Oh, she must have done a number on you then.
My daughter? You know where my daughter is.
No, I didn't know you had a daughter until you were asking about her earlier this morning.
Well, that would make two of us.
No, I'm talking about Lolth.
Who?
As soon as he says Lolth, there's just a loud in your ear. Like, you can't hear the name.
Wilder, are you all right, lad? You seem confused.
It's been a very interesting 24 hours. I'm kind of working. Is there anything I can help you with right now? Otherwise, I need to get back to what I'm doing.
What is it that you're doing?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Wilder, we've been friends for going on 3-4 years now. I don't understand.
Are you, like, working with the guild?
The guild? No. What guild are you talking about?
So, you're from Southern Towerfall?
No, I'm from Waterdeep. I was the mayor. We came here together with Orbog.
Orbog? Like the Prince Orbog?
Aye. You were with him last night. During the coronation, there was an attack.
Oh, Right. Okay. Sure. Are you going to see Orbog right now?
No, not at the moment. I'm going to circle my way back there eventually. You should come with me.
Well, I was just thinking maybe I could go see the prince now. That'd be great.
Why are you calling him the prince?
I mean, that is what he is, right? He's a prince. Son of a king. He's called a prince.
Technically, but we always just called him Orbog. And we didn't know he was even royalty until like 3 days ago.
Well, just trying to trying to be respectful of royalty.
Well, that'll be a first. Can I try something? You seem like you're mixed up in the head, and I'm a cleric. Could I try something that might help you?
I suppose.
Okay.
You're not going to touch my head, are you?
I don't have to touch your head. Just touch your shoulder or your arm or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It will require me to touch you, though.
Sure. Whatever you need to do.
All right. Well, I know this probably won't work, but I'm going to try to cast Lesser Restoration on him.
What conditions does that heal?
Well, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to cast Remove Curse.
Okay.
All curses affecting one creature or object end.
All right, so you cast this Remove Curse spell. Wilder.
Okay.
Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, you remember two completely separate lifetimes, and you're unable to tell which is which as they all bleed together. You remember your entire life story as Wilder Filch. But you also remember your entire life story as Felix Tinsdale, who is a rogue who has joined the Thieves Guild here in Northern Towerfall. And everything that George had mentioned to you rang true, that you were sent, the reason why you were sent to Towerfall. I mean Waterdeep, not Towerfall. And you do have a daughter named Aelin. She's, as far as your memories can put together, she's probably about 7 years old. And last time you saw her was about 4 years ago, where you had stowed her before you made contact with Fenric Coldwater in Waterdeep. And you had
A double-minded man.
and you had stowed her at the Laughing Lamia Inn. The night of a very particular fight between a bugbear and a champion named Philip.
My favorite NPC in the show.
Grace, we want to apologize right now for what Dave did to you.
SFG, no.
Actually, that's more the age of my youngest, Ailey. So, and then the name is kind of close. So, all right. So I remember everything.
You remember 2 lives.
Okay, but I know that they're separate,
Or
they're kind of intermingled.
You know that it's two, you're basically, you have memories that can't be, because at the same time you were doing 2 completely different things in your life.
Okay, so it's just a matter of figuring out which one is what actually happened to me and not, right?
I'm not gonna tell you how to play your character, bro.
Okay.
Right now you got some Moon Knight stuff going on, and I'm not gonna interrupt that.
Wilder has a stroke outside the
Right. So
I guess real quick, do I perceive anything going on with Wilder? Does it appear, am I getting feedback that the Remove Curse was effective?
That's on you, Wilder, as far as how you want to externalize this sudden rush of information.
So, Stumblefoot, does a 19 hit?
A 19 hit me?
Yep. Fake news. I don't believe it.
Yeah, a 19 does.
Okay. I unintentionally use Shocking Grasp. And you take 3 points of lightning damage.
Oops. I accidentally gave myself -3 hit points instead of 62.
We don't have the diamond. You took it.
There's more. Tombog has more.
This is why I told Tombog to go with you.
What's that about?
What did you just do?
I cast a remove curse on you.
Holy gee whiz.
Are you all right, lad?
Yeah, oh, wow. I don't know where to start, Stumblefoot. Is Orbog safe? Where's Emrine?
He's safer
Where's
now.
Pough?
Aye, he's safer now. Pough is apparently not here.
But they're Emrine and Pough and Aelin and Callum and they're all like real people.
Well, aye, they're real people. Callum is away, which reminds me, I've got a letter for him. I'm going to hand him a letter from Callum.
Okay.
Callum left me this before you left. It's been an eventful couple days.
I would agree. This can wait.
Aelin, last I saw her was in the castle. I saw her yesterday, but she was getting captured by Drow, so don't know where she is. Ereketh sent Pough to a different place, some other plane. Orbog is safe. I'm here to try and fetch a few things for him.
Okay. How about shoot. I'm supposed to be standing here waiting for Orbog.
Okay. Well, he's not coming here.
Am I part of a guild here? Did I join one over the last couple days?
No.
Sorry, there's a lot going on in my head right now.
Wilder, I don't know what happened. Clearly, there's some kind of magic that was affecting you. And clearly, whatever it was that Lolth did had something to do with it, but there may be something else going on that I don't know about.
Well, and I'm going to pull my left hand up and show Stumblefoot. She evidently took my finger with her.
Right, I heard about that.
Oh, you heard about this. I didn't. I woke up last night and realized it was gone.
Well, she bit it off.
You know what? That's a question for later.
It's this is secondhand information to me. So when I went to find all of you guys at the temple, I ran into a ghost named Ereketh, who apparently was Orbog's mentor, and he filled me in on what happened.
The name Ereketh is familiar and unfamiliar with you at the same time. It is the weirdest thing.
So he apparently transported Pough to some sort of spiritual dimension. Not really sure on that one. And then you had your finger bit off, and then you disappeared. So we've been trying to track everyone down today, and you were the easiest one to find, or so we thought.
Okay. Funny, I woke up in the middle of a field, and apparently my name is also Felix.
Okay.
Yeah, this is very complicated.
Well, I'm going to sneak into the castle. I know a secret way in to get Orbog's things. I wouldn't mind some backup, and I know you're sneaky. Do you want to go with me?
That actually sounds like a really good idea. I think Orbog's in trouble.
Orbog's in big trouble. There's people trying to kill him.
Right. I think I'm supposed to be the one to kill him, Stumblefoot.
Well, that's not the best news I've heard all day.
Yeah.
Emrine's not going to like that.
Well, maybe we don't tell her right now. I'm still trying to figure all of this out. So, just between you and I, please?
Okay, well, do you want to come with me?
Absolutely. I need to start making sense of at least some of this.
Okay, well, I know a back way in.
Well, let's go.
Okay. Secret door time.
All right. You take him to your secret entrance, Wilder. Without thinking about it, when you get to that entrance, you immediately reach for a key in your pocket and put it in the keyhole.
Okay. Does it do something?
Yeah, it opens the door.
it
It
then?
opens the...
Pardon.
It opens the tunnel door.
Oh, well, that would have been handy.
Yeah, that must be part of this Felix thing. I didn't realize I had this key. I mean, I knew I had the key, but I didn't know I had the key.
Can I make an insight check?
Okay.
Oh, that's a nat 20, baby, for... It's my insight. Ooh, 28.
What are you checking on?
I'm just trying to... I know Wilder, right? I've known him for several years. And I'm just trying to get a read on, like, how is... You know when you're talking to somebody and you're like, are they okay? And, you know, clearly he's got some stuff going on. So I'm just trying to get a read on Wilder. Like who is Wilder now? Is kind of what I'm trying to figure out.
You want to answer that, Wilder? Or if you want to contest that, you're welcome to try. But you'll have to beat a 24.
28.
Oh,
my
sorry,
friend.
a 28.
Don't short me 4 points.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't contest that at all. So when you did what you just did back there, for some reason I'm remembering Wilder and I'm remembering this Felix. So I'm like, it's like two people. But it's like I lived all the Felix stuff and I've lived all the Wilder stuff and I'm trying to make sense of it. So it's like the Wilder part of me says that I trust you. And the Felix part of me just, well, apparently knows how to get in and out of this castle.
I'm going to put a hand on... I know about Wilder's, his mentor, right? Because he talked about
Fenric
that.
Coldwater?
Yeah.
Fenric Coldwater. All right, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, Wilder, I know that you're getting hit with a ton of information right now. Probably a wee bit overloading. And I don't know if it was Fenric that messed with your head or if it was somebody else. But I need you right now to focus on what we're doing right now. And we'll get all of this figured out in a couple of days. But right now, our lives depend on us getting in and out of this castle quickly and quietly because it's crawling with dark elves.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try. All I know is the Thieves Guild is coming after Orbog, so they'll probably be looking for me because I'm not at my post.
Well, one problem at a time then, I guess.
Right. So, to Orbog?
We're going to go to his chambers and try to get in and at least get his axe.
Rose, right? Okay.
Aye.
Just
Rose.
making sure the wiring's wired right.
Okay, as you guys start walking in, Wilder, I'm going to ask you, which reality are you subscribing to the most right now?
Probably Wilder more than Felix.
Or if you would like it to be random, feel free to roll a die and I'll play your subconscious.
Ooh, yeah, I like that idea.
Odds and evens, baby.
All right, go ahead and roll a D100 for me, please.
All right. 99.
Okay. So as you guys are walking through here, as you pass the doorway to go to the Underdark, Wilder's arm suddenly shoots out and grabs the entrance door, pulls it open, and hits a button that you had not seen towards the side of the door frame, and an alarm starts going off.
I'm sorry, Stumblefoot.
Well, it's time to go.
Yeah, I take off running after Stumblefoot. I didn't mean to do that. It was me, but it wasn't me.
Wilder, as we're running, I'm gonna tell him we need to split up.
All right, it's probably safer that way.
I'm gonna look behind us. Are there drow pouring out of the castle?
No, or at least not into the direction you guys are running. They're all pouring over to the entrance to the secret tunnel.
Okay. Let's split up, and I'll reach out to you later. We'll sync up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna beat feet back into town. I'm gonna make sure I'm not being followed. I'm gonna at least swing by a store where I can buy Orbog some clothes.
Wilder, roll another D100 for me, please.
75.
Now I need you to roll a stealth check, please.
15.
Total?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Make a perception check, please, Stumblefoot.
Okay. That's a 16.
All right. As you are heading back and you stop at some place to check out some clothes for Orbog, out the corner of your eye, you see a glimpse of Wilder looking as if he is hiding in the shadows and following you.
Okay. When I get... So I've already been in and picked up clothes for Orbog.
You were looking at them when you noticed him, whether or not you've grabbed them yet.
Okay. I will buy the clothes for Orbog. I want something with a hood.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to grab a, boots, trousers for him, and a tunic. But I definitely want something that's got a hood.
5 copper.
As kind of like nondescript, plain clothes I can find.
5 copper.
Okay, 5 copper done. And then I want to... is there a Sage's Portal branch here in town?
Of course there is.
I'm going to go to Sage's Portal.
All right. You find a Sage's Portal and you walk in there, and there is the slightly annoyed looking bald guy with a beard behind the counter.
Hey, friend. How are you?
Oh, hey. How you doing?
Good days and bad days, right?
Every day. I haven't seen a whole lot of people come through our door lately. It's the weirdest thing. I'm happy to have you, though. What can I get for you?
Right. Well, Waterdeep was destroyed, so that might have something to do with it.
That is news. That's
don't get out much, do you? Lad?
No, we live kind of in a pocket dimension here, so.
Right. I'm looking for like a mask of many faces or a hat of disguise. Wondering if you have something like that.
Let's take a look here. I'm sure we got something here. Hey, Jason, have we got any deliveries of hats of disguise or masks of many faces? And you hear a in a barely audible from the back, and goes, "Oh yeah, that's right." And he grabs a familiar-looking hat, and he goes, "We got this secondhand from a diamond dealer. It's a hat of many. It's a hat of many faces. A hat of disguise. That's it. That's a hat of disguise.
Hey,
it's got
and how much?
It's got a little bit of blood spatter on it.
How much would you be wanting for that lightly used hat of disguise?
I take a look here. Oh, usually these things new go for 1,800. I suppose I can probably part way with it of half price, 900. It is used.
Okay, I'm going to take out my janitor's key ring and put it on the counter and slide it across and say, how much credit could I get for this?
Goodness. That would be the full 1,800. Do
you have any healing potions?
We've got a couple. Did you have a specific level you were looking for?
I mean, at least a greater healing potion. But I'll take whatever you got. Whatever I can get for the other 900 gold. Let me put it that way.
It's like, well, tell you what. I can get you 5 greater healing, and with 400 gold coming back at you, or I can do 2 superior healing, and I'll cut you a deal and get for 100 gold off just for posterity.
I'll take the 5 greater healing.
You got it. And he slides those across. He just kind of reaches down and pulls them out one by one without even really looking. You kind of get the feeling he's just pulling them out of the air. And 400 gold. Here you go.
All right. Well, then you have yourself a deal. I will take the hat and the 5 healing potions and the 400 gold. And I will shake Eric's hand. I will shake my own hand. And I will say, thank you for your help. You may have just saved a life or two today.
If you say so. He just waves at you. As you begin to walk out, you hear it from the background. All right, everybody. This week on Good Bands, Bad Advice, I have... And then you step out the door.
Does the Hat of Disguise require attunement?
It does.
Okay. I will slip that into my bag and stuff as I go out. And then as I walk out of Sage's portal, I'm going to try and give Wilder the slip.
Okay, let me ask this before we do that. Wilder, when you saw him going into Sage's portal, were you going to follow him in? Okay. All right, Stumblefoot, go ahead and roll a stealth roll, please.
19.
Wilder, make a perception check.
21.
Okay. You feel pretty stealthy.
Okay, I'm still going to be, as I'm moving along, checking over my shoulder to see if he's
Wilder,
me.
please make a stealth check.
17.
What's your perception check?
18.
Yeah, he's still following you.
It's going to be one of those nights. Okay. At some point, I'm going to double back and confront him.
All right.
I thought we were splitting up.
I mean, we kind of did, momentarily.
Can I be really blunt with you,
I would
lad?
expect nothing less.
I'm not sure I can trust you right now after what just happened at the castle.
That's fair.
You're not yourself, and I know that you're trying to figure out what's going on, and I believe you when you say that you didn't trip the alarm on purpose, at least not consciously. But it seems to me that it's not safe for me to lead you back to Orbog, and I'm not going to put his life at risk. I know how to get a hold of you, and I'm not shutting you out, but I cannot in good conscience take you back with me.
Okay. And I'll go back to the guild and find out as much as I can. Maybe I can
Okay.
feed you some information.
We'll be in touch.
I stick my hand out to shake Stumblefoot's hand.
I'll shake his hand.
All right.
Make a wisdom save for me, Wilder.
Me or him? Oh.
Okay. That was a nat 20.
Okay.
All right. Good luck, Stumby.
Good luck, Wilder. And I'll give him a salute and I'll head off. I'm still going to occasionally peek over my shoulder and make sure he's not following me.
He's not.
Okay. I will head back to Tombog's house.
Okay. Wilder, where are you heading to?
Back to the guild, just like he told Stumby.
Okay.
Before I get back to Tombog's, I am going to stop and just buy a regular battle axe for Orbog because I need something to hit with.
He's going to need something better than just a regular battle axe. But sure, why not?
I mean, I'm not going to come back empty-handed, so how much is that going to run me?
That is going to be 10 gold for a regular
10 gold. Got it covered.
for a regular battle axe.
Yeah.
That does a
Man, if only we just had a chest full of gems or something. We could buy anything we wanted.
that has a 1d8 slashing on it.
Well, it's better than his fists.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
All right. So I will go head back to Tombog's. And when I get there, I will say, Orbog, got good news and have got bad news.
Start with the good news. I could use some good news.
The good news is I met up with Wilder while on the way, and I got to the castle. Turns out he has the key to the secret door, so he can get in and out pretty much anytime he wants. And we got inside the castle. Also, he seemed to be acting funny, so I cast the remove curse on him, and it worked. But it turns out that this is part of the bad news. Turns out that he was originally sent by the Thieves Guild here to kill you. He followed you across the sea 3 or 4 years ago to hunt you down and kill you. Somewhere along the line, he forgot all about that. His real name is something else. I don't write anything down, so I don't remember. Wilder Filch is not his real name. Apparently, neither is Dunward Dale. And he does have a daughter. Anyway, he remembers both lives, being Wilder and Atticus Finch, or whatever his name was. And he seems a bit conflicted. He set off the alarm as soon as we got inside the castle. So we split. On the way back, I picked up some clothes. I'll hand him the clothes. I found this at Sage's portal, and I'll hand him Pough's hat of disguise. You can wear this and make yourself look like whoever you want, so that will help. And I'll pull out a battle axe, and I'll say, I got you one of these. It's not rose, but it's, I guess it's better than sticks and rocks.
It's a little daisy.
But I get the feeling we won't be able to get back into the castle anytime soon. So that's the bad news. And Filch's, Wilder's loyalties are questionable at best. So I decided not to lead him back here.
Orbog is looking at the hat in his hands and then looking at all of his long, luscious locks he shaved off the night before that are laying on the floor in the corner. Then looking back at the hat.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So What's our next move? What are you thinking from what you've seen out there? I haven't been out there, but...
Well, there weren't a whole lot of, it seemed like, active patrols. The castle's a hot spot. It's filled with drow, and they're spoiling for a fight. So, I don't know. I mean, you know better than me. What do you think? We've got an inside man in the Thieves Guild. I don't know how far we want to trust Wilder.
I don't know.
He seems conflicted. He seems like he remembers everything, and he's himself, but at the same time, he's kind of not himself. At least not as we know him.
I wouldn't want anything to happen to you guys, so I'm not really fond of bringing him along on anything, especially where we're trying not to be noticed. I'm guessing you had suggested...
Orbog, yeah, I've been to hell and back with you, literally. So, I mean, I'm in it for the long haul.
Well, I trust your judgment. About Wilder, I'm thinking if it was up to me, and it's really not because I am not king, I would probably suggest taking the secret underground passage that you found to get to Northern Towerfall.
Well, to do that, we're going to have to go in through the castle. I can get us in, as long as Wilder's not there. I mean, I guess I know where the alarm button is now.
That's true. I mean, I'm open for suggestions. I don't think we can go through the middle, and I think they would definitely be looking for anything like that. And then they would also be probably, if they're even worried, they might not even be worried, I guess, but we couldn't even probably take a ship around the outside without them keeping an eye out for that too.
Well,
I'm just thinking that's
so...
Yeah. Well, that's true, but
we could travel over land. We've got the hat.
But they know Emrine. It's only good for one of us.
You didn't think of that.
And if we did bring Wilder, or if we didn't, but then Wilder happened to see you...
It seems that maybe keep your friends close and your enemies closer is the right play here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to... to try anything. Emrine, do you have any say in this?
We're needing your input.
Well, I don't necessarily think that it will be difficult to get to Northern Towerfall as myself, I guess. Especially if...
Even though you stood up to them?
Yes, but I think they assume that I'm dead, because I was. So I don't think they'll necessarily be looking for me, or have an eye out for me, because I was dead. But they will be looking for you, Your Majesty.
Dead is a good cover.
Yeah, and I don't think most of the drow really know who I am, necessarily. So if they're the ones guarding, I don't think they're going to be like, you, stop.
None of them know about me.
Exactly. You weren't even there. And once we're in Northern Towerfall, I can make us disappear quite easily.
And the only two drow that saw me are hook-horror food, so there's that.
I still don't know what that is, but I don't think I want to.
It's kind of a big bug-like creature, and it's at the end of its arms, it's got big hooks. It's terrifying.
It does sound it. I mean, I don't want to judge. I'm sure that it's perfectly lovely in the right situation. But no.
No, it's not lovely. It's a mean thing that eats anything that it comes across. That's living.
Yes. That does sound nice. But I think we should be able to...
So your suggestion is just to go through the cathedral?
Yes. I think if you use the disguise that Stumblefoot has gotten for you, and if I walk with confidence, perhaps carry a clipboard, no one will ask me where I'm going, and Stumblefoot can just walk through.
If we're going to the temple, do you want to try and make contact with Ereketh's ghost if he'll speak to you?
Oh, Pough was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, if we can.
It's worth a shot. Might be a way to get Pough back.
Well, fine. We do that. I will defer to both of your judgment. Because as I said, I'm not king. I'm only a prince, and we're equals.
Well, that
I appreciate that.
is largely untrue.
I guess I'm a wee bit out of my element here. You growed up here. This is your land. It's not mine. So, I mean, if anybody knows the ins and outs of Towerfall, it's going to be yourself and Emrine. It's not going to be me. I can give you suggestions on what I think we should do, but if you know a better way, just say so.
Well,
I don't, because Emrine is going to know more, because remember when we had that incident, I don't know if you remember that, but from our stories, I assumed that we had told you that we had also jumped in time.
I'm sorry, pardon?
So I've been gone longer.
You did what?
We
went forward in time a little.
Yeah, there's a period in time that Orbog and Pough and Aelin and I think Wilder, maybe
Gareth.
Callum, Gareth.
It was
maybe not
Gareth.
Definitely
Wilder.
not Callum. He had a very bad real-time experience.
That's right. Callum was dead.
Nope, not during that time.
Callum was captured.
Very alive.
I was running a resistance
Indeed.
and trying to minister to bugbears.
Well,
Yep.
that all sounds
but-
very traumatizing. Are you okay?
It was a bad time.
Are you both okay?
I
Mostly
think
yes.
so.
I mean, I think what we need to do is get through this whole thing, and then we'll work out the trauma. Because I think
I think that's the wrong way to view
trauma
it.
that existed, and I just see more trauma on the horizon
But
for some reason.
If you
I feel like
now see,
there is a somewhat sadistic red-haired person who likes to visit misery on my life, and I don't know why I have that particular picture, but I do.
Well, I think no, it's
okay. Go ahead, Your Majesty.
Emrine is a trauma queen.
What?
So
Am I? Wait, what do you mean by that?
I think so.
Well, I'm
Nothing.
just saying that if we continue, to push through and continue to just get by, that you don't ever really get better. You just continue to, live in it and, accept it.
That's heard. I'm just saying that the day for group therapy session is not today. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just
maybe
saying that
a
currently
little
we're in a safe
further
space
down the road.
and no one is looking for us. They're probably looking for us, but not here. I don't think they'd be looking here. So I think this is probably the best time if you need to talk about it. It sounds like a lot has happened, and I know you probably haven't sat down to process it.
I haven't really had the chance.
Stumblefoot, are you ready to go? We can go anytime. This is all of this, all of you.
Me? I see.
Emrine.
Yeah. I can be resistance.
Honestly,
That's
I'm okay. I'm okay. I just want to try and get our friends back together so we can try and I don't know at this point. There's lots of bad things happening.
I think sometimes it's okay to accept that you don't have to fix the bad things, though. Maybe not all of that.
But then why do I have all these expensive dice?
I don't know. I don't think I can answer that question because I also have a lot of them. And I also try to fix all the bad things, but the dice don't seem to help me because I bought them at Siege's Portal.
I was just there.
Were you? I've never been to one in person.
Oh, I bought this nice hat for Orbog that I'm pretty sure used to belong to Pough.
Did it? I wonder how it ended up here. That'll be an interesting one-shot someday. It'll
I'm
probably
sure the
involve
Haryu
small
probably
rodents.
brought it.
Oh, they are quite good at delivering things.
Well, sounds like we're gonna head north then.
Yes.
Maybe we should wait for dark and head out then.
I believe it might be more suspicious if we try to sneak across at dark. I mean, I tend to think that if you are trying to get through something stealthily, sometimes being in plain sight is the easiest way to do that.
Okay, well, let me ask a question then.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like on the other side of the tower? I've never been.
Well, it depends on where you are, of course. As with any town, there are, the less entitled sections of town, and those that are far well off. And then, of course, the portion around the castle that is usually well guarded. It's a bit more violent at times.
Are you knowing a place where we could lay low?
Yes, I have a place we can stay.
Okay.
Preferably not at Bastide's house.
No. Although I would still like to make sure that he is alive and okay. Because if he's been dealing with Lolth, I don't know that he would have, held out, so to speak.
Right. So here's what I can do. I cannot scry on him yet, but I could cast Sending and speak with him. I don't know that he'll speak back to me. He might be a little weirded out by, some dwarf he's never heard from before just popping into his brain.
Well,
but
he tends to be a bit more up to date on magical things, given, whatever. Anyway, it's fine. You could just say something about how you're with me, and that I'm worried about him and maybe where he is.
Okay. I'm going to burn my level 4 spell slot, the one that I've got for the day, to get a hold of everybody's favorite NPC, Bastide.
I'm so excited for this.
Bastide, I'm Stumblefoot. I'm with Emrine. Are you well? Where are you? You can reply to this message.
Tell him I'm worried.
She's worried.
Thank you. I already know how this is gonna go.
A couple seconds later, you hear,
"Holy crap! Voices inside my head. I can't believe that. Hey, Vinny! I got some guy telling me about that dead chick I used to date. No, the other one.
What did he say?
Well, he said, holy crap, there's voices inside my head. Hey, Vinny, I've got someone talking to me about that dead chick I used to date. No, the other one. And then, nothing.
Oh. So he's good then.
Do you want to talk about it? I mean, you want to share
I
your feelings and your trauma right now.
I'm going to leave
Okay.
the home.
Orbog, we need to work on your timing.
Drama queen.
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight. Just take that moment and just cut. So for all you out there who are watching live, thank you so much for being a patron. Thank you for hanging in there. Hope you enjoyed today's episode of Twisties and Turnies. Is
that this game we're playing?
I don't know. But make sure you listen in a couple of weeks when we drop the Talking Games with Strangers for this evening. I'm sure you'll get all kinds of insight from tonight's episode in that. And if you are listening on the podcast, please consider becoming a patron. It helps us to make this podcast bigger, better, weirder, more strange, all the fun stuff that you want from it. Eric is reminding me to tell you to shop at Sage's Portal. And you know what? I'm just going to leave it there. So until next week, everybody, stay fresh, cheese bags.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast with the voices of John Haryu, Catherine Serwinski, Dave Clements, J.S. Earls, Celeste Mora, Josiah Crandall, Eric Campagno, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.
A special thanks to our Blade Level patrons, Julie Earls, Aaron Peckham, Amanda Clements, Branson Boykin, and Matthew Cosby. To learn more about how you can support the show, go over to patreon.com/playinggameswithstrangers.